Hey everyone, it's Katie. I have mentioned in a few pregnancy vlogs now that I intended to make sort of a video series about us exploring our options for the setting of this next birth. Mainly I want to document this process we've been going through just for ourselves, for the way that it fits into our family life, and the whole story of how this baby comes to be and comes to be with us. And I thought that maybe some of the issues and questions and concerns that we've had might be interesting to other people out there. So this will just be sort of the introduction to the overview of our different options, and then I will do videos specific to each one, kind of detailing the pros and cons. So the big disclaimer, of course, is that this is specific to our own experience and our own wishes and desires and that stuff. Different options exist because different people want different things, and you're going to pick what feels right for your family and your situation, of course, and I definitely respect that. For us, we know that we want to have the care of a midwife, so we are only considering options that provide midwife care. We're also not considering having an unassisted birth because sort of for that same reason. We want the support, especially because we plan to have our toddler present, involved in some way, maybe, I don't know. I don't know how involved she'll be, but at least present with us, at least, keeping our family together as much as we can during the birth. So we really feel like we need to have some extra hands in there. So for us, our three choices are to have a midwife attended hospital birth like we did with our first daughter, to go to a birth center that's run by midwives, or to have a home birth attended by midwives. I literally made a pros and cons list for each option that we have been using as we've been going through this process the past several weeks. The main factors, as I see them, are the type of, basically just like the model of care you want to follow and the type of interventions you want to have available, or the type of support you want to have available, sort of equipment-wise, and things available in an emergency, that type of stuff. Most people need to consider the cost, and for some people I'm sure that is the only real factor that matters. For us, insurance is a part of that, so because it varies by state, if we lived 20 miles away in the next state, our very exact same insurance plan that we have would be required to cover home birth, but living where we do, they're not. For us, our out-of-pocket expense is definitely up there in terms of importance, but it is not the sole deciding factor. The other main factor for me is just the general environment, the physical space that you're going to be in, who's going to be there, and sort of what the rules are, or what's available to you, and what that feels like, and how that's going to affect the flow of your labor and just how you feel about the whole experience. The very top priority for us is the health of the baby. That is over my experience or anything else really for us. And of course everybody says they want a healthy baby, but this is a little bit of an extra sensitive thing for us because Alice, when she was born, did contract some type of infection. Probably it was group B strep, which I was positive for my first pregnancy. And statistically, I'm likely to be positive for it again with this pregnancy. And that's something I take very, very seriously. Alice was in the NICU for a week, and that was a really, really difficult experience for us. It was just the biggest shock of our lives to have a healthy term, what we thought was a healthy, full-term baby that was suddenly sick, and just dealing with all of that. So it's something we do not take lightly at all, and we would need to be able to fully trust the caregiver that we choose to be able to, as much as they can, ensure that, and we really need to feel that the baby is going to get the best possible care. I think that covers the basics, so I will get right into discussing our first option.